Hello there and welcome to the new Power BI tutorial where I will show you the count rows function. So in the previous video I've shown you the count function which does not count the blank values or the missing values, but count rows gives us the flexibility or the completeness of count by counting the rows. So what it does is it basically takes the entire table information and count the number of rows that the table is having. That way we can make sure that wherever we use the output, it will be the count of all rows in the table. That means if there is anything missing in a particular column, we won't have a problem in that, because what we are doing is counting rows but not the column values. Okay, so how we can do that is I'm showing you in a minute. And before that, just a quick information that this spreadsheet which contains Power BI tutorial is present in the description, so that you can search any of the previously posted videos. Like for example, right now I'm on a video number 71, so you can search all the previous video, and using the link present over here you can jump to those videos so that you can view it. Apart from this, I have another report link which is about the Google Data Studio report, which contains not just Power BI but all the other videos which I have posted, like Click or Tableau, so that you can use or you can view those videos as well if you are planning to learn those technologies. Okay, so let's go ahead within Power BI and see the count rows function. So let me come over here. So if you remember, this is the order count which I have used in the previous video, and here is the output table that we produced by the product subcategory, which basically says by each product subcategory how many order count that we have. Now what we will going to do is we will going to create a row count or count rows. So what I'll do is right click over here like we have done previously, and we will going to click on the new measure. The new measure will open up a window which will allow us to enter the formula and the formatting, everything that we want, and we will say order underscore rows underscore count. That's the name of our measure that we are creating, and we will say count, and it will show me all the functions that is related to the count. So I'll just click over here and press tab. This will give me count rows, and I need to provide the entire table name. So that is sample superstore orders, right? I am selecting this and pressing tab and closing this. Now this way, instead of column values, what it is counting is the rows, right? So we'll just enter this, and we will have the order rows count over here. So once we will put the order row count here below to the order count, what you see in most of the scenarios, we have the same count, and even the total count is same. What it indicates is that in our table, when we look at the order ID column, I think that's what we use in case of order count, the order ID. That means order ID is not at all missing, right? And if you have done the exercise where the customer ID or the product ID is present, what you can figure it out that with the comparison of this column, if any product ID or customer ID is missing. So for example, if let's say what you have is art and you have 796 is the row count, and for customer ID if you get let's say 500, that means 296 IDs are missing, right? So those sort of information is very useful, where you can get the overall table count over here and then have your rest of the counts based on the needs, and that can do the comparison and look into the data quality as well. But mainly that's what I wanted to show you about how you can count the rows within the Power BI by using the count rows function. So that's about it. And for an exercise, what you may need to do is if there is any other data that you have it available, or using the link which I have in the description, there are multiple data sets which are available. You can extract any of the data set and get the output of the number of rows that is present in that data set. So it's very helpful information, and you can slice and dice with the way you want, by subcategory or anything that you want, or by city, by country, by using that relevant dimension. So that's about it, and I'll meet you in the next video with the new topic.